Welcome everyone. In this video lecture, we will study about the principle and methods of food preservation. So this is the part 1. So in this part 1, uh, principle and various methods of food preservation will be discussed. So what is food preservation? So food preservation can be defined as a science which deals with the methods of prevention of decay or spoilage of food, thus allowing it to be stored in a fit condition for future use. In order to extend the shelf life of food or to preserve it for a longer duration, we add some preservative in it in order to prevent the decay or decomposition or spoilage of food. This is nothing but the preservation of food. So there are some directions which needs to be kept in mind to control the spoilage. So the first point is raw material should be thoroughly examined and handled hygienic conditions to avoid microbial spoilage. Equipment must be cleaned every time before use. The cans should be carefully filled and exhausted sufficiently to produce a good vacuum. This is in case of canning process. Processing should be take place as soon as possible after sealing of cans or bottles in order to avoid the stack burning. Use of contaminated water should be avoided. The water used for processing or for cleaning should be of a good quality. The finished product after canning or bottling should be stored in well ventilated rooms in a cool and dry place. High temperature should be avoided during the storage. So now we will see about the principles of food preservation. So there are basically three principles of preservation. The first one is prevention or delay of microbial decomposition. So this is done by keeping out microorganisms. It is nothing but the asepsis. Asepsis means the absence of a thing from a particular environment. The it is also done by removal of microorganisms, that is by filtration, that is reverse osmosis, nanofiltration, etc. Third is the by hindering the growth and activity of microorganisms by low temperature, drying, anaerobic conditions, chemicals or antibiotics. And the fourth is by killing the microorganisms, that is by heat or radiation. So these are the four ways by which we prevent or delay of microbial decomposition in a food. So the second principle of preservation is prevention or delay of self decomposition of the food. So that is, it is done by destruction or inactivation of enzymes. That is, example is by blanching. In blanching, the food is heated for 80 to 82 degrees Celsius for the time period of 2 to 3 minutes in order to avoid the or to delay the self decomposition of the food. It is also done by prevention or delay of chemical reactions. Example, prevention of oxidation by means of an antioxidants. The third principle of food preservation is prevention of damage by insects, animals, mechanical cause, etc. So, so these are the three principles of food preservation. In first principle, we keep out the microorganism of the out of the food. In second principle, if the microorganism is entered into the food, which is controlled by the various methods such as blanching and by the use of antioxidants in order to avoid the self decomposition of the food. And third principle, we prevent the damage of food from insects, animals, mechanical causes, etc. by using chemicals like fumigants, then by providing suitable transportation conditions during transportation in order to avoid the mechanical damage to the agricultural commodity. So this diagram shows the principle in short. So preservation methods. There are total 14 preservation methods which we'll discuss in first part and in second part. So the first preservation method is asepsis, second one is preservation by high temperature, third one is the preservation by low temperature, third one is the preservation by chemicals, fifth one is the preservation by drying, then preservation by filtration, preservation by carbonation, then preservation by sugar, then preservation by fermentation, preservation by salt, preservation by acids, preservation by oil and spices, preservation by antibiotics, and preservation by irradiation. So we will see all these methods one by one. Asepsis. So as we discussed in the previous slides, that is asepsis means absence of infection. It is also defined as preventing the entry of microorganisms into the food. So maintaining of cleanliness while picking, grading, packing and transporting of fruits and vegetables increases their keeping quality. So during executing all these unit operations, we have to maintain the cleanliness so that the products prepared from them will be of a superior quality. Washing or wiping of fruits and vegetables before processing should be strictly followed, as dust particles adhering to the raw material contain microorganisms, and by doing so the number of organisms can be reduced considerably. So the food surface, the harvested fruit or vegetable surface contain dust particles, and that dust particle contains 10 raised to 25 microorganisms in the range of that. So if such products are not washed or wiped properly, it will deteriorate the product very rapidly. So preservation by high temperature. Coagulation of protein and inactivation of their metabolic enzymes by the application of heat leads to the destruction of microorganisms present in the food. So this heating operation can also inactivate the enzymes present in the food. Heating food to high temperature can therefore help to preserve it. The specific heat treatment varies with the three parameters, that is the organism that has to be killed, second one the nature of the food to be preserved, and third one is the other means of preservation that may be used in addition to high temperature, that is addition of various types of preservatives like that. High temperatures used for preservation, that is pasteurization. Pasteurization is done below 100 degrees Celsius. Basically the foods which has a acidic nature are given a heat treatment below 100 degrees Celsius. So pasteurization has various types, that is bottle or hold pasteurization, overflow method, flash pasteurization. There are some advantages of using flash pasteurization method while processing the food. So the first is the loss of flavor is minimum, vitamins are not destroyed. Third one is the effects economy of time and space. Fourth one is the keeps the juice uniformly cloudy, and Juice is heated uniformly and thus its cooked taste is minimum. Sterilization is another high temperature preservation method in which temperature is maintained above 100 degrees Celsius. Basically, the foods which are of which acidity is low means these are basic in nature are processed with a temperature ranging more than 100 degrees Celsius. So then comes aseptic canning, hot pack or hot fill. Third method of preservation is preservation by low temperature. So microbial growth and enzymes reactions are retarded in foods stored at low temperature. The lower the temperature, the greater the retardation rate. Okay, so as compared to the high temperature thermal treatment, low temperature preservation technique is very effectively used and is very popular as original aroma, flavor or physico-chemical properties of the foods are uh, very nicely preserved in this type of method. So the low temperatures can be produced by cellar storage. In cellar storage, about 15 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. In second, refrigeration or chilling, in which temperature in the range of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius is maintained. And third is the freezing, in which temperature is maintained in the range of minus 18 to minus 40 degrees Celsius. So cellar storage. In solar storage, temperature about 15 degrees Celsius is maintained or below that. Cellar means underground storage rooms or structure in which surplus food is stored. After harvesting of grains or agricultural commodity, underground storage structures or rooms are prepared in which that harvested commodity is stored and that those harvesting commodities are covered by using some type of cover to make it airtight to avoid the entry of air into the food material. So the temperature is seldom lower than 15 degrees Celsius, not low enough to prevent the action of many spoilage organisms or of the enzymes. So this method is not enough to prevent the action of many spoilage organisms. Decomposition is however slowed down considerably. So the various agricultural commodities like root crops, potatoes, onions, apples and similar foods can be stored for limited periods during the winter months. So refrigerated or chilling, it is in this method or low temperature preservation is achieved by the refrigerator or chilling in which temperature is maintained between 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. These temperatures are obtained and maintained by means of ice or mechanical refrigeration. Fruits, vegetables and their products can be stored for a few days to many weeks when kept at this temperature. Best storage temperature is slightly above 0 degrees Celsius but varies with the product and it's fairly specific to it. Besides temperature, the relative humidity and the composition of an air can affect the preservation of the food. So along with temperature, we have to also maintain the relative humidity and composition of air in that particular environment in which we are going to preserve the or store the food product. Commercial storage structure should be used with proper arrangement of ventilation and automatic control of temperature and relative humidity. Freezing, in which temperature between minus 15 to minus 40 degrees Celsius is maintained. So this is the most harmless method of food preservation. Microbial growth is inhibited and the rate of chemical reaction is slowed down at low temperatures. Most perishable foods can be stored for several months if the temperature is brought down to quickly. This process is also called as quick freezing. In quick freezing, small ice crystals are formed inside and over the surface of the food product, which freezes the water inside and outside the food product, so the water becomes unavailable for the growth of microorganisms or further chemical reactions, and the food kept at these temperatures. Foods can be quick frozen in about 90 minutes or less by various methods, that is, placing them in contact with coil through which the refrigerant flows. Secondly, blast off freezing air, in which cold air is blown across the food at a sufficiently high velocity. That is, the air having temperature minus 18 to minus 40 degrees Celsius is blown over the food product at a sufficiently high velocity of 4 to 20 meter per second. So, dipping in liquid nitrogen. This is also called as cryogenic freezing, in which the temperature is maintained is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So, in this the packaged food is preserved by using this method, that is cryogenic freezing. Thank you. In this way, so far we have studied different food preservation methods in detail, and the definition of preservation and the principles of food preservation. In the next part, we will discuss about the remaining preservation methods of food. Thank you.